So we're gonna run through this webinar relatively quickly, and really the goal is to show you how you get an unlimited supply of the highest quality sales leads and why that is so important to growing a successful service business. Really, the agenda is going to be broken into three parts. Sort of the idea of really defining what is a high quality sales lead, why it is so important to your business, and then of course, how do you get them? Quickly about your presenters. My name is Roel Hoekstra. I'm the president of Aquila Digital. Welcome to my webinar. I'm here with Sam Gupta. He's our lead developer on the Configurator, and he'll be getting into some of the details about why this works so well to generate the highest quality sales leads. Just a little quick thing. Both Sam and I have been doing this for an awfully long time. We may look like, we're really young, but we're not. It's been, I don't know, 20, 30 years for Sam, probably a little bit longer for me. Really focused on digital marketing. And that means everything from websites to campaigns to paid advertising, email marketing. You name it, we've been focused on how do you get good conversions, how do we get good leads. And I'll tell you what we're doing right now with these lead configurators is really going to change the service industry in particular over the course of the next couple of years. So we're really, really excited about it. I do have a couple special bonuses, so if you stick with me to the end of the presentation, you're going to learn a lot, but in particular, I want to make sure you save tons of money. And literally, it's going to be worth thousands of dollars to you, depending on your business, without a doubt. I really want this to be the most valuable hour you spend this year. So I want to talk really quickly about what is a high quality sales lead. So let me know if you have any thoughts, but I assume most people are on this call right now because they're not getting the great quality of sales leads that they want. Would you, generally people agree, you can wave. So what makes a high quality sales lead? I break it down into four things. Somebody that knows who you are, they have a budget, so they're ready, they've accepted the fact that whatever this is that you're selling is going to cost some money, and that's okay with them. They're ready to take the next step right now. So they are a lead who's ready to move forward. And finally, very importantly, they're exclusive. So you're not having to struggle with leads you're buying from other people that are being sold to multiple people at the same time. So that's really what a high quality sales lead is. And I guess the question is, why is that so important? And I want to talk about something really quickly, which is the importance of having your ideal target customers as leads. When you do a job that you love doing for a customer who's going to pay you a lot of money because it's the best job for you to do, that is just wonderful. And if you can fill your calendar all day, every day with ideal target customers doing high value jobs, life is good. Your bank account gets fatter, you get a lot more time, you're going to enjoy your work a lot more. So the importance of having good leads can't be overstated. I think most of us kind of jump at any lead we can get a lot of times. You're chasing bad leads, you're following up with people who aren't really that interested, and it just sucks. That's probably the best way to say that. So I'm fully a believer in the 80-20 rule, which is there's usually a few things that make a big difference in life. And what we want to do is figure out how do we really attract and get the attention and get conversions from our ideal target customers. So how do you get them? The first thing you have to do is identify what your ideal target client is, what they do. How do we attract their attention? And broadly speaking, that's everything. So, in today's world, that's your website, but it could be everything from your Google My Business listing, paid print advertising, billboards, referrals, anything that we do that gets them to pay attention to us is the attracting their attention. Now, this webinar is not really on the attracting attention, the advertising side. We're going to cover that in another platform. But once you get their attention, in today's world, that means that they're going to go to your website. Fundamentally, they're going to check you out online. And when they get there, you have to give them what they want so that they'll be willing to take the next step in the sales process. Which gets to the question, what does your ideal target customer want when they visit your website? I think there are 4 things, really 3 things, but I add a 4th in here for emphasis. The first thing that anybody that comes to your website wants to know is, who are you? And that's your About Us page, right? Which you'll find is usually the second highest visited page on any site. But what they're trying to do is figure out who you are, what do you, and then what do you do, right? What are the services that you provide? Almost all service providers are pretty good at doing those 2 things. Throw in social media, social references, 5-star reviews, things like that. Gives people an idea who you are and what you do. The last thing that almost nobody does very well in the service business is answer that question, well, what do things cost? And it's just hard for us to do that up until now, to answer that third and probably most important question. And then the 4th thing that I throw in there is we need to make it easy for them to take the next step in the sales process. So giving them this information, giving it to them when they want it, and making it really easy for them to do business with us is what allows your ideal target customers to convert at a much higher rate. So your website is important. And I talk to service providers all day long, and a lot of them struggle a little bit with what they should be doing with their website, because they're really focused on referrals, or they're buying leads from other people. But if you want to have an unlimited supply of high quality prospects, you got to focus on your website, and that means giving them what they want when they want it, and of course, as I just said, making it easy for them to do business with you. Why don't people convert? I mean, how many people come to your website today? If you just think about that number off the top of your head, how many people come to your website today? You get 500 people that come to a website, you get 1,000. How many people come to your Facebook page or your Google My Business page? Yet, how many leads are you generating? You get 1,000 people that come to your website and you get 10 leads off of that website. You're probably doing okay. That's a 1% conversion rate. Most people are pretty happy if they're at a 1 or 2% conversion rate. So the question is, what happened to everybody else? What happened to the 990 other people who didn't convert? Why did they leave? Well, I'll tell you why they left. You didn't give them what they wanted. So how much does it cost? You spend a lot of money on a website, you spend a lot of money on social media, on advertising. How much does it cost you to lose all those visitors who don't take the action that you want them to? So I like to pick on Costello Roofing here. They're a roofer near me. I found their website by Googling, find a roofer near me. And to me, this is a very traditional website, which I think is actually pretty good in a lot of ways, right? I happen to like the picture a lot. They have a very good headline down at the bottom. So that's this is the main page you see when you go there. And of course, they have the About Us, the services, the blog, the galleries, testimonials, all those things that help you understand who they are and what they do. But here's the thing. Their call to action is request an estimate. And almost everybody I know, when they build a website, they put a phone number at the top and they have a form somewhere on there that says call to action. And this is what I say is a really high risk way to take the next step in the sales process. They're here, they're interested in roofing, they're going to read about you, they're going to look at your services, but then they have to put their information in here and hope someday that, you know, you call them back or that you get back in touch with them. It is very inconvenient, and it's why we're losing 90% of the customers that come to this page. So what if we replace that form with a button that looked like this and said 24/7 instant online estimate, start here? The question is, do you think more people would be interested in, at this point in their buyer's journey, getting an online instant estimate than filling out a form and waiting for an answer? Yeah. We find that generally you get like a 10 times increase in traffic and conversions through this just by giving them an interactive experience when they come to your webpage. So if you were getting 10 leads before, well, I want to see the same traffic generate 100 leads today. And that's just the power of giving them what they want when they get to your website. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Sam, I think now, right? To do a little bit of a demo, because when they hit this button, we're going to go into our lead configurator and show how that works.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. Can Roll, if you wouldn't mind, can you stop sharing?
I believe so.
And I like to pick let's say a volunteer to help make certain things pertinent. May I ask Chuck Brady, would you be open to volunteering?
That might be a no. Chuck, you're muted if that matters. Anybody else want to volunteer to participate?
Laszlo, would you be open? Or Paul? How about you, Paul? I guess people are shy today.
Sure, I'll help if you want me to.
Thanks, Paul. Okay, so Paul, can you you can see my screen here, right?
I can.
Okay, wonderful. So Paul, let's make this pertinent. Let's can you give me a city and state, please?
Birmingham, Michigan.
Window. So let's say a visitor types in window installation, Birmingham, Michigan, right? Now we've got all these companies right here that are showing up. And can you pick one of them?
Sure. How about that one, Avalon?
Okay. Let's see if they even have a website. Yes. Oh, they don't have a they don't have a website. So let's.
Okay. How about the
Magic Windows, Oaks Roofing?
Magic Window.
Okay, so this is Magic Window here. Okay, here's the problem. So somebody has come to this website, and people want to know what you do, who are you, what you do, and how much will it cost. So I can see a little bit about them in the About Us section, and then this is their blog. And then if I want to get in touch with them, I have to hit contact. The best lead that they can get is name, email, website. Would you consider that a good quality lead, a low quality lead, or an average quality lead?
That would be an average quality lead.
Is that what you're looking for?
No, I'd like higher quality leads.
What is a higher quality lead, Paul? What would you define as the criteria for a higher quality lead?
That I would know what they wanted and when, and if they, were ready to spend money.
So, what is the way that in today's day and age, with today's technology, it is virtually impossible to get all these things that people don't want to share. They don't want to share all these things right up front, what their budget is, very easily. To solve that problem, we did a couple of things. First, we said we can't just ask what is a higher quality lead. We need to clearly define. And what we did was we came up with a 21-point checklist of what the criteria for a high quality lead is. The average lead, like you saw on this contact form, is name, email, website. Name, email, phone number, address, and maybe what they're interested in. That's every lead. That's a low quality lead. But a high quality lead would be somebody that's in your service area. If they're 3 hours away from you, that ceases to become a good quality lead. It's still a lead, but it may not be an ideal lead. What kind of work they need done? Do we even provide that work? That they're actively searching, not passively searching, and that they have a sense of urgency to implement the solution. Possibly they've been referred to us, that they are aware of our products and services and the company's reputation. All these are criteria that improve the quality of the lead. Now, we're trying to get the highest quality lead, and there's one criteria that takes an average or low quality lead and makes it superior quality, which is we know that we have an idea that A, they're willing to spend money, and two, approximately how much. If you got a lead for your windows, and let's say your average window sale is $8,000, if they're willing to only spend $1,500 for a full set of windows, would you consider that a high quality lead?
No.
No, yes, sure, they need windows, there's a sense of urgency, they're in your service area. But if we don't know that their budget allows for us to be able to service them appropriately, then it becomes a low quality lead. The challenge is when shopping for windows, there are too many variables. The size, the glass, the trim, the color, all these variables actually get the complete pricing. But without all that information, we can't give a quote. So to solve that problem, what we do is we would just take your existing website, let's say it's Magic Windows, we would put a call to action button. First of all, we'd put something there called pricing. And then maybe a nice, beautiful call to action button, which would say 24/7 instant estimate, right? Do you think people will click on that?
Yeah.
Sure, everyone wants to have an idea of pricing. In fact, the same questions that we're asking of the customer are the same questions you're asking of Roel and I right now. Who are these guys? What can they do for me? And how much will it cost? Right? Everyone wants to know the answers to those questions. But let me ask you one other question. Why should somebody become a lead for you? You know, yes, I understand we every business owner wants leads, but the secret is asking some of the difficult questions. When we did a search for window installation, a number of companies popped up, and the visitor can pick any one of them, but they're not going to go to each and every one of them. They'll visit a few, but they're not going to fill out forms and call everyone. It's too much work. What is it? Why should somebody become a lead for you?
Well, if they feel that I have shown them that, you know, I know what I'm doing, I'm professional, I built, maybe, you know, maybe they trust the information I'm giving them is valuable.
But a lot of companies provide very valuable service. A lot of window companies have got good reviews, have done professional jobs. They showcase their work very proudly. How does somebody choose?
Whoever they trust the most.
Yeah, I think this goes just before the trust factor. Trust comes in from a buying situation. They'll buy from who they trust the most. We're in the lead generation business. Excuse me. In the lead generation business, the answer is typically whoever makes it the easiest, whoever is the most transparent. That's how when everyone else is pretty much at par, People want life easy. So when somebody's searching, they want to know what type of windows, your reputation, warranty, but they also want to know approximately how much it would cost, and they want their life to be easy. So once we put this call to action button, we take them to a configurator. This is a configurator that is custom built for each client. Every client in every industry, whether it's roofing, windows, solar, carpet, any type of industry, we've built configurators for in over 100 industries in 8 different countries all over the world. This is a window configurator, and I'm going to give you control of the mouse so you can actually take it for a spin and see exactly how it works. Do you mind clicking on the mouse twice? And let's go shop for windows. For the zip code, just use 999 or 48 or yeah, 99999 is fine. And you see, as you hover over these numbers, 2 things to keep in mind. The visitor wants some results, instant results. As you hover at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but the numbers are changing in real time, right? So they can see that every option customized to them, they can get an idea. And so they're getting something of value, which we promised them, 24/7 instant estimate. And we're not giving them a number. We're giving them a very broad price range, $275 to $937 if you want custom colors. That gives the visitor an idea, but it doesn't lock you into a price because we've not had an inspection at this point. Yeah, let's choose payment options. Do you offer financing?
No, but I want to.
Once you do financing, if you notice at the bottom, now we're also showing the financing price.
Yeah, that's good. Another source of revenue.
And just put in your first name. Now, I want to, I want to point out one thing here, Paul. If you don't mind, I'm going to take over the mouse for just a second.
Sure.
You see, what happens is, in a traditional website, this looks like lots and lots of fields that need to be filled out. And people don't want to do all that stuff. With our configurators, did you notice the last name only popped up after you put the first information? We've asked for the phone number. Okay, and now once we get a complete phone number, now it's asking for the email. So it doesn't create overwhelming feeling. It's just one step at a time. So test.com. And now, so it takes them again sequentially without creating a lot of work. They agree, and you get an email instantaneously with their estimate, based on the options they chose. And we also give them broad ranges for different quality, different things. It has now generated a lead. This has generated a lead, which is sent directly to the customer and to you as the business owner. The question is, how difficult was the process?
Wasn't difficult at all.
And do you feel like by offering broad estimates, you locked yourself into an exact quote?
No, not at all.
And this is an optional function that we build where we can offer them an incentive or a discount off a purchase. They can pick a date and time. And hey, thank you for choosing Evergreen Windows. This is not a real company. It's for a demo version, but our office will call to confirm your appointment. This is the appointment date. This is the estimate for the customer. The customer is now going to be avoided with sticker shock. At least we know they would not have booked an appointment if they were not willing to at least spend $6,599, right?
Yeah.
You know that now, right up front. And what is the purpose of an appointment?
To get a sale.
Correct. And what is the purpose of a lead?
To get an appointment.
Correct. You don't just want leads. You want to get the appointment because an appointment shows high level of intent. Paul, by using a configurator, this is one of the advantages we provide. You can either get this quality of lead, name, email, website, phone number, or you can get this quality of lead, which is, hey, name, email, phone number, address, the day that they want an inspection, the time frame, what they're looking for, the number of windows. The customer has told you everything that they desired, and based on their desires, has also given an estimated budget range. Which of these leads would you prefer?
The one through the configurator, for sure.
It's a higher quality. Can you think of Roll and I like to say this is not a high quality lead. It's the highest quality lead. Could you think of what could be better quality lead than this?
I can't think anything.
We specialize in the highest quality leads. There is no point spending money and getting crappy leads that have zero intent, are tire kickers, and are not going to have very little probability of converting over. By just following the sequence, which you shared was simple, easy, transparent. This is the way companies nowadays are generating leads. We need to give more value right up front. And this has been generated before they even talk to you. And this is also the reason why they will talk to you, because you gave them something of value that nobody else was giving them right from your website, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is the quality of the lead that we get. And then everything is tracked. So, every lead that comes in is tracked. We get exactly what they're looking for, the day that they book the appointment. And for technical stuff, which Roll specializes in, understanding their IP address, the device type, all that stuff, we're tracking everything so that we can be much more effective with our marketing activities. Okay, get a better return on our marketing spend, if you will. This is how we generate the highest quality leads, by using your existing assets and existing traffic. This way you stop wasting all that traffic on your Google My Business, all that traffic on your website, all that traffic on your Facebook, and all the other marketing activities. If we drive them to a configurator, you'll convert them into highest quality leads and more of them.
And Sam, I'll take it back here because we'll have opportunity for a little bit of question and answers at the end if you have specific technical questions for either myself or Sam about sort of the why this works particularly well. But I do want to just show you how well it does work. So let me just share my screen again.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. It was really great. It's good to get a volunteer. One of the things that from the current slide, right? We'll do it from here. We talk about the fact that you get higher quality leads. You do, and higher quality leads are fabulous. But it's also just important to recognize that because the offer is so much better than that simple form, you're going to get more leads too. So, everybody wants more leads, everybody wants higher quality leads, but how about more high quality leads? That's the best of the best. So, I have two little case studies to just throw out here. one, and this one I like a lot, was a carpet and flooring, is a carpet and flooring company. They don't have a lot of volume here, as you see, just 500 or 600 monthly visitors. And, you know, they were getting 10 leads, which actually isn't too bad, as they said, almost 1.7% conversion. But now, after using the configurator, they're getting 60 leads. So just a 600% increase in the number, obviously the quality, so higher quality leads at a much better conversion. And when you are converting at double the industry average, you are going to be killing it in your local market. It's going to make advertising so much easier, you know, to drive more traffic when you know you get good conversions. Second thing, of course, is this is a window, same thing. They went from 13 to 50 leads on 1,500 monthly visitors. So, you know, the configurator just gets you the better leads, the higher quality leads, and more of them without doing anything other than giving your site visitors what they want when they come to your page. So what does this stuff cost? Well, I'm going to run through it pretty quickly, and then I'm going to show you all these goodies that we talked about in the beginning. So basically, you know, Sam and I build a custom configurator for every client. So each one's going to be a little bit different. And the cost to do the onboarding, so the preliminary setup, design, programming, and onboarding, the initial cost is $2,000 or $1,997. And then there is a monthly cost on top of that, which is $297 plus $69 a lead. And that's what the configurator costs as you go along. It's important to recognize that there are no contracts. You cancel anytime. You can change it as well as your needs change. So we're always working on that. But I did mention that I've got some specials for those of you that stuck with me or through this webinar. Oh, I meant to do these. Have them billed, but I'm just throwing them all out here at once. So the first bonus is that we're going to reduce the cost of the setup to just $1,500. So that takes $500 right off the top. Second, we're going to reduce the cost of the lead to just $50 a lead. With that, every month that you're on the program, we're going to give you the first 6 leads for free. That's $300. So that monthly $297 sort of hosting fee, that's covered or paid for with the first 6 leads that come in free every month. And then second or third, in this particular case, we're going to do it so that you don't have to pay anything in the first month that you use the configurator. So it's 100% free. All the leads are free. So whether you've got 6 leads or 500 leads, you don't pay anything in that first month because it gives you an opportunity to check it out essentially and see whether you like it. And the fourth bonus is that I will do one of our website traffic and conversion analysis, which is a full report that we write for free. I normally charge $2,500. And the reason I'm giving that away is if you have the configurator, we're going to have a better offer. We're going to have more clients. And then the idea of really understanding how we can scale that becomes hugely important, because that's how we go from, you know, turning 10 leads into 60 or, you know, 50 leads into 300. But if you want to scale and you want an unlimited supply, you know, we have to look at the whole equation. So that's the good news. If you will, the other side of the news is that that offer is good for the next hour only, because those prices are our real prices, and I want to create an offer that is special for you guys right now. So I say here that if you want it, you can email it to me. I'll actually put the link in the chat.
I'll take care of it. I'll put it in the chat.
Do you have the link?
Your email?
No, the link for the sign up.
I see. Sure.
I'll put that in. I'll just put that in just a second.
Okay.
So basically what you have to do is you're going to go to the link, you're going to put your information in, you pay $500 today. The balance of the $1,000 will charge you when we complete that onboarding call. And then the next month, then we finish out the programming, and the next month will be completely free. So that is, that's that piece. Let me just drop it in the chat here real quickly, because I have a, where's my chat? So that's the link to the special. You go there, you can send me an email if you want, but otherwise you can just click on the link, go to the special, and sign up for that now and save all those goodies. That special pricing will be good for the next hour or so, but not doesn't last forever. So with that, Sam and I are happy to answer any particular questions about generating more high quality leads for your business. So if you have a specific question about your business, you can toss it out there. If you have a generic question about how this interactive configurator works, you can throw that out there now. And if you don't have any questions, we'll end it. I definitely wanted to keep it at 40 minutes, and we are right at 40 minutes. So that part's pretty good. Any